Hey everybody, Dan here. So sorry that I haven't released a video in 2 weeks. Work has been pretty crazy. Last time I asked you guys to ask me a question, so I thought I would answer them. Let's go to the YouTubes! So Huckleberry Flynn asked, is that dandruff or what is that on your shoulders? That's actually my NASA shirt. It's actually, I bought it at Target and it looks like this, but it's supposed to look like, I guess like bleach or something. It's supposed to look like it's like from the 70s, I guess, or just really old. I don't know. It's just, you know, made to look like not the best quality shirt. Like, you know, like I've been a fan since before I was born, which doesn't really make sense. The Jazzy Carrot asks, have you ever traveled to other countries? In 2001, I went to Italy. I was about like 10 or 11 or so. In the summer of 2005, I went to Denmark, and then summer of 2006 and 2007, I went to Sweden, Sverige, yeah. In the summer of, I think, 2010 or 2011, we actually went to England and France. That's actually on this channel. I actually made a playlist, you can look down below and watch the whole journey of that whole thing. But I would totally love to go to Italy at some point, very soon. What is the first song that you learned on guitar? For the bass guitar, the first song I ever learned was MXPX was a band. They're actually still a band, I believe. And their first song, one of my favorite songs as a kid was Chick Magnet. And looking back, it wasn't so cool, but it has a really cool bass line, and that was the first bass line that I ever learned. And I felt so cool playing it just because, you know, it had been one of my favorite songs since I was a kid, and so being able to play that riff was really cool and really fun. Besides SCAD, where else did you apply? I actually only applied to SCAD in Florida State University in Tallahassee. They have a really great film department. That's the word. They have a really great film department over there, and I'm pretty sure I got accepted to there, and I got into SCAD. But I think SCAD would definitely be a much better place because it's a art school overall, whereas FSU is more of like a college. That doesn't even make sense. But you know what I'm saying? Okay, good. Okay. Joseph asks, what is a characteristic of Steven that doesn't translate through him vlogging? Steven kind of has some OCD things that I feel like he needs to probably work out. He takes a long time to brush his teeth or go to the bathroom. He can't brush his teeth if the actual toothbrush is hot. Like, he has to run it under like hot water in order for him to like put it in his mouth, because if it's like cold water toothbrush with toothpaste, he like freaks out and he can't handle it. There's some really meticulous things that he has to do in order to feel comfortable, which is kind of OCD, Steven. Now Steven, I know you're gonna see this because I'm the only person that you're subscribed to, but you know, I mean, that makes you you know, buddy. Like, don't think of it as judgment, just think of it as just weird little quirks that make you who you are. From Micah Luke, Dan, as someone who's going to a college to study business and arts, I'm really interested in advertising. Any advice for the likes of me? There are definitely times where things will be under a time crunch. You know, you really have to handle yourself under pressure. In the past couple of years, that's really been a big thing for me. It's just being able to handle the pressure. And my boss Andrew, our creative director, has told me multiple times, you know, this isn't life and death. Nobody's gonna die if we don't meet this deadline exactly. I mean, we should totally meet it, but, you know, don't stress out so much about it. And lastly, Steven asks, what is the thing that you really like about yourself, something that you're proud of or do better than most people? And the reverse, what is one thing that you dislike or you feel like you can improve? I really like that I am a creative person. And I don't mean that to be like, I'm really creative, like I'm whatever. Just because there are so many times that I have thought about what it would be like if, you know, I hadn't been, you know, into creative things like film or graphic design or things like that. And I don't know, like, I can't even fathom being like a finance guy or like like a lawyer or like, you know, some serious person that like has a briefcase and like, you know, has like works in like a cubicle and nobody knows his name and he works with this big corporation and all this stuff. Like I can't really imagine myself being in that situation. And even like the possibility of maybe that there's alternate universes, I can't even imagine a version of myself that would be doing that, you know. And it's, I don't know, maybe that's kind of how maybe you guys feel about, you know, what you're doing or how you are as a person. But yeah, I mean, I can't imagine, you know, not being a person in a creative field. So something that I don't care too much about myself is my ability to procrastinate. I tend to do that a lot, especially with, you know, side projects and stuff like this. It's kind of what I've been doing with the art school. I have been working on it, but you know, this past 2 weeks at work have been really crazy, so I haven't really been able to. But I mean, I have occasionally been like, oh, you know, I'm too tired, or oh, you know, whatever. But I really just need to do it, and I mean, I have been. So I've been really trying lately, now that work has been much less crazy, to, you know, continue to work on it. So yeah, so that's something I don't like about myself. Sad face. So that's all the questions. Sorry if I didn't get to yours. There are so many to choose from. But again, thanks, and next week I will be releasing a vlog that contains my family and Michael, my cousin Michael, which should have been released like last year. I won't say what it is. I'll keep it a surprise, but just know that my cousin Michael's in it, because he's a cool dude. Okay, and thanks guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye! Cool? 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 Or cool? Is that... that's not a question.